Simply.
What's up, guys? Big Irish Jay here with Ask an Asian. We're doing Ask an Asian again. As always, we have Kev on stage, Kevin Fredericks, and our Asian Lucas Seeley.
Like a somebody.
Like a somebody. So
me and Jay end our questions, our phone conversations like that for no reason.
Yeah,
Just to let you know.
I usually, and then we start them off by going, "Say, man." All right. Question. This actually this got posted. Lucas, what is your favorite book or author and/or literature genre?
It's
literary genre, I guess you're saying.
literary. That's a tough one because I have like a couple things that I like to read on certain occasions. I'm not pandering, but I do read the Bible weekly, so that's like a learning thing. And there's great stories in it.
There's what?
Great stories. But I do like a lot of self-help books too, like Never Eat Alone, which is a book about networking in business and stuff like that. I like a lot of those self-help type books. So those are the type of books I like to read. I'm not big into fiction books at all. Except when I was younger, I like Goosebumps. But then I got Skelly.
R.L. Stein. Fear Street. Fear Street for the real G's. People die in Fear Street. Nobody ever dies in Goosebumps.
I don't know any of the stuff you guys are talking about.
You didn't read?
Dude, I was thinking about the other day, not to get sidetracked, I was talking to somebody and I told him I don't think I ever read a book, like beginning to end through school. Like I would always weasel book reports and stuff. I don't think I ever actually read a book beginning to end.
That should be on your bucket list, Jay.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Lucas. Why does the Asian culture value men over women? Do they hate women?
Or are they just smart?
Why do they value men? Well, because like back in the day, because the way Americans perceive, it's more about equal rights.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was a whole movement, women can vote and stuff like that. But for a while, America was just the same way.
Very true.
You know?
Suffrage.
Suffrage. But the reason why, because the way they look at, Asian cultures look at it, is that males are the providers. You know, they go out, they sacrifice their life, they take the bullets, whatever, and the women are the supporters. And so that's why they kind of look at that. But it's starting to change. It's not so much anymore. The reason why the Chinese people, so you know the whole thing where for a while the Chinese government said you can't have more than one girl in your family.
I was actually watching a documentary about that. Kind of screwed up some stuff because there's like way more men born.
Yeah, there's way more men. So like now they had to change the legal limit of consensual sex because of that.
Really?
In marriage, yeah, because the males were running out of women to marry and stuff, so they allowed it to be 15 years old and you can marry for a female.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
You people. Alright. Lucas Seeley.
Like somebody.
Who, in the Asian culture community, however you want to say it, who would, and don't say your mom, we're saying it now.
Yes, you got us with that the first time. Your mom's
buttering up. Who are considered like heroes? Some of the heroes in like Asian culture.
I'd say my grandpa. You guys can say see my mom, see my grandpa. I mean, let's be real. Honestly, a lot of Asian people look up to Bruce Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
So do a lot of black people. You ever been to a Bruce Lee movie in a black neighborhood? Oh my god. Sure enough.
Because not only was he broke barriers, you know, he was kind of like the Jackie Robinson for Hollywood movies, where he was the first Asian to be to carry a lead role in an American film. He changed the way how martial arts was taught in America, and he was also a philosopher. So that's why we really look up to Bruce Lee.
Boom. Black people, we complain a lot about not enough black leading roles. Asian people,
None.
Never.
Yeah.
Just unless it's a
documentary or a cultural movie. Never.
Yeah,
Ever.
Dude, even The Last Samurai was
Tom Cruise. I had this whole thing about how Hollywood whitewashed people, because people were really mad that Michael B. Jordan was cast as Johnny the Flash. Not the Incredibles. Fantastic Four.
Oh.
They changed him in
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
He's a black dude now. So people were all up in arms. Johnny Blaze is not. He's American. And then the whole article was like, Hollywood has taken. I mean, okay, here's the worst one, and it's not even a black person. Lone Ranger was played by Johnny Depp.
You mean Tonto?
Tonto. Yeah. In the Lone Ranger, Tonto was played by. I mean, a white person.
It's so bad that they originally it was going to be all white people in 12 Years a Slave. All right.
Well, not like even
so stupid.
That Street Fighter movie, Chong Li's character was.
She was
white.
She was white.
I mean, she had a quarter Asian in her. Like, oh, that's close enough.
Yeah, that's good. All right, Lucas. Here's a question. I did a video about unwritten black rules. This is a great question, by the way. So, what are some unwritten Asian rules? Everybody knows them. You don't even have to speak them. Everybody knows this is how it goes down.
Taking off your shoes in the house when you walk in.
Okay, that's a black rule too.
It's an unwritten rule in the Asian culture. Eating everything that is offered to you.
That's offensive?
Yeah.
If you don't?
Yeah.
Man, what if you're like just not hungry that day?
I know, but...
What if you don't like dog?
The reason why it's that way is because, you know, remember we talked about like stir fry and everything and conserving. So when people do offer you food, it's because back in the day they didn't have a lot. So for you to...
So here's the question. Are the portions generally small? Or is it like no matter what, boom, smorgasbord and you better eat it all?
Well, it depends where you go. Usually it's always like family style, so you want to eat, but it's not plated like it is in America where it's like, here's your plate, here's your plate. It's like, boom, 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 everybody shares, so you just grab a couple things.
Dim sum.
Yeah, like a dim sum.
Funny story, me and my wife went to San Francisco for our honeymoon and went to a dim sum restaurant and it was like no English, no English menu, no English speaking. We had no idea what was happening. Like they just kept bringing food and opening it. We were like, what is the, I don't understand.
They're like salespeople.
Yeah, I don't know how much this costs. So we tasted like 2 dumpling things and then we left because we were like, I don't know how much this is.
I got him on dumplings.
Oh yeah.
Salut bao. We actually had it yesterday. We had a traditional Irish meal. He wanted to get Salut bao. There's these little dumplings.
Oh yeah.
And you put it on a soup spoon and you take a little bite and there's soup inside the dumpling and you drink the soup and then you bite the dumpling.
I'm a little upset that, speaking of portions, I got the Mongolian beef. It was like extra beef. She's like, oh, $2. So I was like, okay, here you go. And then she came over, I was like, I think you guys forgot the extra beef. Oh no, that's extra beef. I'm like, that's great.
I want you to bring out the regular portion and then my $2.
Like, I should have just ordered 2 plates.
They're like, I show him St. Patty's Day.
Lucas sounds like the lady on The Incredibles who makes the costumes, you know?
Oh, no,
darling, I can't do That's what he sounds like when he uses his Asian accent.
I don't believe, My Asian accent, I think, is actually bad.
Dude, your Chinese do your Chinese.
My Chinese accent.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Oh, going back, one thing though, really quick. I know we're almost out of time, but I never really thought about that. Like, you know, I did mixed martial arts for 10 years, and I studied with 2 of Bruce Lee's original students. And I always, you know, you watch the movies as a kid, and I remember Bruce Lee, like there was the sign that said like no dogs or Chinese, and he kicked the sign, you know, and it's like that. I remember that as a kid, and but I never really thought of it, but I totally get it that he literally, like you said, is kind of like the Jackie Robinson,
literally Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I never thought of that. Yeah, I think that's really interesting.
Learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is culturally relevant stuff.
And it was interesting that it said no dogs or Chinese, seeing how that's what they eat.
You know, it's crazy. I used to watch those Bruce Lee movies all the time, and you know, he'd always prep for like a big moment. He'd be like, "Ooh," you know, like, you know what I'm saying? So like that all stuck in my head with martial arts. So then when I went to play like regular sports, like baseball and stuff, like when I'd be up to bed, like, "Ooh," and people were like, "What is wrong with this kid?" In my mind, I was just like, "This is normal to me," but now looking back, I'm like, those people probably thought I was pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even think of that free throw shots, man.
That's what I thought. It's the first thing I thought.
Yes. 3rd grade, man.
Oh, God, that's great.
That's it. I'm done too.
This is
yeah. So sorry. Yeah, I'm sure it was that was why they thought you were weird. It wasn't this hyena laugh.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't be like that, Pookie. All right, so that's been Ask an Asian with Lucas Seeley at Lucas Seeley, LUKASSEELY, and we have Kev on stage or Kevin Fedricks at Kev on stage. And again, I'm Big Irish J. Down below here in the descriptions, the links for Ask a White Guy and Ask a Black Guy. And I guess, are we doing the dating
Irish J?
Dating Irish J.
Ask a White Guy dating question.
Yeah, no guys click on that link. All right, thanks guys.